Hello everyone, thank you for watching. This is Hadrian. Let's play some more Total War Rome 2 in the Roman Ascension campaign. So, I'm going to go ahead and end the turn. Just kidding, I'm not, because somebody needs to have a skill granted to them. Brutius Longus. Are you a member of my family, Brutius Longus? Yes, you are. Excellent. So, let's give this guy some additional authority and gravitas. What other kinds of abilities do you have? Okay, an exotic slave. She's not all that useful. Fascinating, though. Okay. +1 authority. Alright, let's end the turn. I'm telling you, I just took a sip of water, and I'm still... there's probably very few of you watching this that were watching. I don't know if it was a Roman Ascension episode. It was an episode in another campaign. But I choked on some water, and I was like, that's the exact opposite of what you want. So now I'm super nervous every single time I take a sip of water while I'm recording. A noble death. Publius Lollius Calvinus. I think he was a member of my faction. That's not good. The Bactrians and the Drangiana have made peace. That's adorable. I'm so frustrated right now. We just had to give because of that death, we had to give someone to the other houses. We had to give a fleet. So once again, the other houses have someone there. That assassination was completely meaningless. It's very frustrating. At least I need to find out where they are, at least. I'm promoting some of my lower ranked people here. Alright, where are you? In Alexandria? Cool. Guess what? You, sir, just got withdrawn from the battle. Savucius Cerealis? Yep. This army is just going to hang out in Alexandria. This army is going to Hatra. Okay. Very annoying. But it's okay.
At your command. Ready for orders.
Alright, this army is going to go to Sherax. This army might be able to go ahead and hit Persepolis. No, but this army can.
At your command.
This is Legio 6 Gemina. They're not really prepared to attack a large city like Persepolis, though. They don't have a full complement of skirmishers. Legio 16 Macedonia, however, does. So, I'm going to move Persepolis away. Let's see where I can take these guys. Alright, so this army in Raga is going to fortify. This army that's not quite ready to take a large city like Persepolis is going to go up to take their place. These guys, Legio 16 Macedonia, will go up to Susa, and in the next turn, they will attack Persepolis. That'll be a nice big battle, and we might use that as our climactic final battle against these guys. So we're going to go ahead and build a pit mine here, and set them up for additional... Are you guys in your boats? No, you don't need to be in your boats.
Yes. Ships to port.
Alright, so this is another very well-armed force. We're going to keep them in range of the city, though.
At your command.
Legio 2 Antiqua is not as flushed out of a force. That's all fine. So this army is just going to fortify right here because sooner or later they'll be ready to take over the Bactrians. Actually, on that note, I'm going to have this army that's here in Gabala start moving up to join this army. Actually, no. They're going to position themselves right here so that they can march on Sarai sooner than later. So really help us take over the Bactrians quickly and decisively when that does need to occur. Speaking of that, where do they hold their capital? Looks like Kath is the Bactrian capital. Okay.
At your command. Commander.
Oh, this army actually could potentially take Persepolis. But I'd rather them take Harmotia. Is Harmotia the capital of the Drajana? No, Pura is the capital of the Drajana. Okay.
At your command.
I don't want them to attack just yet, because public order in Gore is not great. Public order in Persis is not great at all. So we'll wait till the next turn to do anything with them.
Commander. We hunger for battle. Yes. It is an honor to serve Rome.
Let's take another look, make sure I've promoted everybody I possibly can. I think I have. Alright, let's end the turn. So we're going to the year 85 AD, and it will be summer. Military subversion. Alright, so this army was attacked.
At your command.
That's frustrating. Alright,
Commander.
I'm not too worried about what their agents are doing at the moment. Alright, now let's go ahead and take Harmotia.
Laying siege to the settlement.
Decisive victory.
Ready for orders.
We have occupied it. Let's go ahead and do some building in the area. They're producing food and they're producing diamonds for us. That's never ever a problem. Alright, so I think it was this army, yes, that was in place to take Persepolis. And there's not even an army there. Excellent. Alright, well, let's continue that siege.
We hunger for battle. Get to
And
it,
we'll
men.
move this army up into Susa.
At your command. We hunger for battle.
We'll move this army into Gore.
To it, men. At your command.
And public order will start to improve in that province, which is much needed.
Ready for battle.
Ah, I can upgrade. Well, no, actually I can't really upgrade. Well, I'll upgrade my foot troops here. And one of my horsemen.
We are ready for battle.
I don't like not having money. This whole campaign I've had.
Ready for orders. At your command. For death and at your we hunger for battle. Ready for orders. Fleet reporting. Ready for
Okay.
orders.
What kind of political shenanigans can we have? Anything? Nope. Alright.
Your orders. Ready for orders. Ready for orders.
Oh yes, this army needs to go ahead and finish their trek to Hatra. Well, looks like they can go further. That's fine.
Commander.
We'll let them go the next turn.
Ready for battle.
So this army,
Ready for orders. Ready for battle. Ready for orders. Ready for orders.
excellent. Alright, so this army I'm going to go ahead and move into position on the other side of this bridge. They're in our territory, but they're also within marching distance of Sarai, which is a large city belonging to the Bactrians, north of the... You know what? I knew what body of water that was. I looked it up just the other day. Baltic Sea, maybe, I think. Mediterranean, of course. Black Sea, right here. I'm so annoyed. Red Sea, of course, is down here. Can't remember which one that is, but that's where Sarai is, right there. And we've got an army in position to march on it. An army in position to march on Galonis, which is, of course, the northernmost settlement left in the map, and takes quite a bit to march to. Let me show you what I mean. So here's the army. Here's Galonis. So they've got to go all the way up that road, and it takes usually a couple turns. It's one of the advantages of being that faction is the city is kind of remote. All right, going back through real quick.
Commander, ready at your command. Victory for
All right, let's go ahead and have a fun little attack on the city of Persepolis. They don't have an army here to defend it. This is going to be one of the last great Roman conquests of the Roman Ascension campaign, so it would be good to fight it on the map. Been doing a lot of auto-resolving, mostly because the kind of battles that we're fighting at this point, you've seen multiple versions of them already. I have established principal battles rules for the channel, which means that, you know, there are certain battles I'll auto-resolve just to make sure that the campaign stays flowing and doesn't get repetitive. So a lot of the battles at this point, I'm just kind of flying through, establishing some momentum. As you know, if you watch the beginning of the series, the last several episodes have gone very quickly because we have just blitzed Carthage, we blitzed the Middle East. It hasn't taken too long, but in certain historically significant battles, it's still important to fight them, I think. So we have dry weather, a desert city. Look at this, Persepolis. So this is a unique city map. Finally, we get another unique city to conquer. Look at this. Oh, wow. Look at this. This is cool. So we'll have to march up here, presumably, and maybe fight the general if he's waiting there. So what we'll go ahead and do is we'll let this be our point of attack. Let's get all of our men over here-ish. Let's have these Praetorians put down their ladders, because I don't need ladders. I can knock down walls. And if I can knock down walls, I'm happy. Alright, so I'm actually going to move them a little further back, like so. I don't know if they can hit the walls from there, though. Is that better? Okay, yeah, I think they should be able to hit the walls from there. There's some trees in the way, so I'll move them back just a little bit. Okay, hopefully they won't have to move at the beginning of the battle, because that's always annoying. Alright, let's take our... Oh, this is our... I forgot, this is a full army of Praetorians. This is a very well-equipped army. So, we're going to put them in an axis formation, much as you've seen me do for the last several battles. We're going to put the other four in an axis offset behind them, like so. Doesn't look like that's quite even. Still not quite even. Why am I derping so hard right now? There we go. Okay, that's even. Alright, so there's that. And then we're going to have our skirmishers, as usual, out in front. We'll have them charge up and take care of whatever needs to be taken care of. But again, these are our more advanced skirmishers. These are peltists, so they're more armored. They have fancy shields. They're Greek units, and we've been using them to great effect. Then we're going to have our cavalry, as usual, in one giant group. We'll have them hide behind the hill and wait until... Oh, wait a minute. No, that's wrong. I just selected... Man, after all that trouble of getting them in the right formation. No.
Return to your positions. Praetorian cavalry.
What happened? How did I somehow select one of those guys?
Hold formation.
Okay. No, that's not perfect either. Stop wasting time. Okay. It's good enough for me. Screw it. Alright, so anyway, as I was saying, we'll have the cavalry back here chilling. Alright, let's start the battle. Without further ado. What wall should we knock down? Let's knock down... First of all, in order to knock down walls, we need flammable rounds. Flammable rounds. And then we need... Alright, good. You can see some heat effects from the fact that we're fighting in a desert. Shots fired. And they have men lining the wall that we are trying to knock down. And again. Doing a good amount of damage and quickly to that wall. And to that wall as well. Very good. Alright, one wall is one hit away from collapsing. So we're going to, as usual, let these catapults take down Persepolis' walls. Like that.
Heavy Omega! Field artillery ready! Rome is mother to us all! Heavy Omega! Field artillery, yours to command!
Making great progress now. This wall is just a few hits from collapsing. You can tell it's quite weak. Alright.
Heavy Omega! Commander! Loose!
The walls are breached!
Excellent.
Awaiting orders! Heavy Omega! Take aim! Orders! Sic Domine! Orders! Tribunus! Take aim!
Trying to punch as big of a hole in Persepolis' walls as we can. The good news is there were some troops on top of those battles, or on top of those walls rather, when they fell, so we cleaned some quite mutilated bodies from the collapse. Ah, complete miss. Oh, excellent. So we can knock those kind of walls down. I was wondering if we could knock the ones right down that were right next to the... They were right next to the gate, but we can. Just need that wall to come down, and I can move my skirmishers up.
The walls are breached!
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and move my skirmishers up now.
At speed! Yes,
All right.
Heavy Omega! Proud Romans all! Heavy Omega! Rome is mother to us all!
I want to try and bring this wall down because that will really trap some of these units up here and then kill a bunch of the others. As you can see, we have our skirmishers rushing forward, getting ready to engage. Nice heavily armored skirmishers.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Alright, so our catapults are running out of ammo. Okay. Should be able to knock down that wall, though. With one more hit, it will come down. And our skirmishers are starting to throw.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Please bring it down. Awesome. great amount of damage to their walls, and now these skirmishers are damaging the men on top of the walls. Some of their projectiles are falling short, but that's okay.
One of our units has used all its
So these guys on top of the wall are getting torn up by my skirmishers, which is the plan. Alright, now that we have knocked through the walls and our catapults are out of ammo, I'm going to go ahead and cut this episode here, and we will march up to the top of Persepolis in the very next episode. Thanks for watching. See you in a bit.